Alright, in the last video, you made an ID. An ID is very much like a class. The only difference between an ID and a class is that you only use an ID once. I couldn't have another ID called Polly. Now a class, I can use top header more than once. So if I keep adding more and more headers here, I could keep calling them the same name of top header. But see the word Polly, you can only use it one time. So the section Polly can't have another ID named Polly. All right, now that I've given each of these a special ID, I call this one Polly, I call this one Lakewood, and I just shortened this one to CJI. Now I can link to them. How do I link to them? I'll show you. A is an anchor tag. This is where you make links happen. We just put this hashtag. The hashtag is just a filler. Later on you put a link in there so it would go to that place. Now this is an internal link. I don't want it to go to a different web page. So I can just code it by saying, hey, when I click here on PolyPaste, I want it to go to this section of PolyPaste. So because it's an ID, it always starts with a hashtag. It's nice that it's already a hashtag. And this first one is called Polly, because I remember. You probably named it, you might have named yours different. So name it what you've named it. My Polly link will go to Polly. My next one was called Lakewood. And my final one, I made CJI, so that I didn't have to write a lot. Let's just double check that, yeah, that's all works. And the capitals count, so if you lowercase it here, you should lowercase it up in your names. Please don't click on it in here. Once you, no, just to make sure, I don't want to lose my code, so I'm going to press Command C to have a backup. But if you click on it in there, it's going to do this weird thing. I don't like that, so I'm just going to refresh. If you want to actually see these links, some of you have already learned this, please go to your actual web page. And then now if I click on PolyPaste, look, it takes me right here to PolyPaste. If I click on Lakewood Merit Scholars, it goes right there. And finally, if I go to McBride, there's not a lot here, so it can't go farther down on the web page, but it's trying to go here to McBride. Once I have more pictures, maybe video, it'll be farther up on the page. Yes, I haven't done my apostrophe yet. We'll do that later. Okay, so now you know how to do internal links. Now you've already learned external links. So I do want to go over that, and we'll change this color to white soon. All right, back to my project. So internal links are ones that just go into the page. External links I also need to have. So right here where it says PolyPaste, I could make that an external link. Or I could just put a link somewhere else in it. It's really up to you where you want to make your external link. I'll just put it on the right there on the H2. So here's PolyPaste. I've already given it a special ID. I'm also going to make it into a link. So to make it into a link, you do what you've done here, a href. So A means anchor, href equals, just doing this for now, and I only want to make PolyPaste a link. Right now, as you see from my webpage, I have made everything a link. It doesn't work. I haven't given it a website. Proof is, click on it, it's not going to go anywhere. But I've just made everything a link. And the reason why is because I started my A tag, but now I need to close it. So I only want it just PolyPaste. So I'm going to go like this. So see how the A tag is inside the H2? I want to keep it inside the H2. A lot of times I'll do this. So I can just tell super easily that the A tag is inside the H2. So I tabbed it over here. Okay. Now I need to tell it where to go. Well, I want it to go to the PolyPaste page. There's a few PolyPaste pages actually. To keep them uniform, I've given you this link here. Explore by high school. I'm going to click on Poly and click on paste. Okay, so here's a link to the PolyPaste page. There's a few. This is a different place than the high school. But This way they all look uniform. It's going to be kind of cool. Okay, so you can also use the actual high school's one. That's fine too. But Command C to get the link, and I'll go back and I'm just going to paste that link in. Let's see if it works. So back here, refresh. Good. Only Polypace is selected, and when I click on it, it's going to go to the Polypace page. So that's cool, but in actuality, when you have a web page that goes to a different web page, not a web page within the same site. So if it was with Wikipedia, it has millions of web pages, that would be fine. But if I wanted to go to a page that's not in the same site, like this is in Dash, and I want it to go to Polypace, I should actually code it a little bit different. So go back here. We're going to add something to our A tag. In fact, do it right after the quotation marks. Put a space. As you see, I'm still inside the tag. Put a space, and I want you to put target equals underscore. I think this is how you do it. Blank. So here's what it looks like. I just put it on one line so you can see. Target equals, I don't know if that's it. It might be like this actually. Let me try that, see if that did it what I wanted to do, and then I'll try something else, because sometimes I forget the coding. Yeah, that was right. So what it just did is it opens it in a new tab by doing target equals underscore blank. So when I click on this, it opens it in a new tab. That's how you're supposed to code external links, links that go to a different website entirely. They should open up in a new tab. Internal links should never open up in a new tab. It just goes down. And also, if I had my own page, maybe I made a 10-page website all about my favorite choices, then it would also not open up in a new tab. But whenever you go to an external website, you should always open up in a new tab. So make sure you include that. All right, now you'll see that I like this color, but I want to make these ones white again. I'm not going to go over that right now because I've already taught it to you. So using what you've learned before, you are now going to change these back to white. Your hint is you're going to have to give a class, and you're going to have to give a class to your A tags. You can just give the class here, but you need to give it a new name to your A tags. And if you do that, you should be able to color this line white, which will keep these ones blue. You might wonder why this one is purple, because it's a link. So once you click on it, it turns purple. But before you click on it, it will be blue. All right. I'm looking forward to some amazing web pages. Bye-bye.